everyone, and thank you for checking out Indy Handshake. We have another great retro match this week for you. We have Lil Cholo and Big Ugly, accompanied to the ring by Chase, against the Sacramento Dragon and El Flaco Loco, who actually has been a guest on the Indy Handshake podcast with Mr. Jesus Cruz. But I am Paul Ponte.
I am Joaquin Xavier.
We are checking out this match from 2003 for SPW, that's Supreme Pro Wrestling in Sacramento. The referee for this contest is Taylor Correa, aka El Hijo de Chupacabra later on, or Chupi, also been a guest on the podcast that we host with Mr. Jesus Cruz. Before his days of wrestling, as many young boys do who are training, they start off as referees, and he's starting the contest off tonight. In the ring, we have Flaco Loco in the mask against Big Ugly, the trainer at SPW. He himself was trained by Michael Modest at APW and then by Brian Ward at North American Wrestling,
whom we've also interviewed in regards to our Indie Handshake projects. Shout out to Michael Modest.
Yes, you're going to be seeing that coming out very soon. Interestingly enough, with El Hijo de Chupacabra soon to be as the referee, one of the first personas adopted by Big Ugly was El Chupacabra. It was a gimmick that he later passed on to his protege, which is, of course, Taylor. Trading off opponents so far, so now we have Lil Cholo against Sacramento Dragon with the mask, but he tags in Big Ugly. Some mind games from both sets of opponents to start this off.
Oh, wait, then Sacramento Dragon tags in El Flaco, squaring off with Big Ugly. Big Ugly casually shoving the referee to the side. And then he tags in Lil Cholo.
Lil Cholo coming in. So will Flaco tag out, or will he unleash the Jester against Lil Cholo here?
Lil Cholo flexing.
Oh, he's saying that Lil Cholo is named Lil Cholo for a reason. The crowd loving that.
Shaming him.
A lot of posturing, a lot of mind games going on to start off this contest.
Sometimes it's how you have to play it, Paul. A little bit of psychological warfare to even out the playing field. Shoving the Sacramento Dragon down. Thought he was going for a leapfrog situation, but then did not. All right, Lil Cholo is about to wreak some vengeance. For the shaming, no, apparently not. Arm drag.
With an arm drag of his own, kip up from both men.
The energy still high and the blood pumping early.
Lil Cholo, actually from Orange County in Southern California. He's one of the first luchadors in SoCal to cross over to mainstream indie fame. He's trained by Martin Marin at World Power Wrestling in Anaheim. He worked for Alternative Wrestling Show, Lucha Vavoom, PWG, APW, Combat Zone Wrestling, Torreon, Mexico. And he was most recently on Lucha Underground on the El Rey Network. But he tags in. No, he doesn't. He just gets out of the ring. Excuse me. Lil Cholo's telling him to go against the ropes. He obliges, and he just gets a shoulder tackle for his efforts.
El Flaco once again shoulder tackled, but taking it in stride. Now he challenges Lil Cholo to do the same, and Lil Cholo answers with a lariat.
Flaco's from Sacramento, actually. He's a local boy in this context. He's also trained by Big Ugly. He was the leader of a stable called the Lucha Libre Mafia. And he's tremendous on the mic, which unfortunately is something we're not going to get a taste of in this match. But right now he's the victim of an armbar here, which is passed off to Big Ugly, and he is wrenching it further. Big Ugly, he is big, and he's using that size to his advantage, really wrenching the arm over those massive traps and shoulders of his.
With a right and a left to El Flaco's face, wrenching the arm. El Flaco countering that with an arm wrench of his own.
Gives it to...
Oh my gosh!
This is why you don't turn your back on the match at hand, because Lil Cholo was feeling the effects.
Totally wrecking his partner's arm. Unknowingly, and Big Ugly just begging your pardon, literally. El Flaco sticking the point home to Big Ugly.
Ugly begging for forgiveness. He might forgive, but he won't forget, that's for sure.
Double Irish whip into one of the most elegant arm drags I've ever seen.
Sacramento Dragon later on would become the Sacred Dragon, and then actually Sal Tomaselli, who would go wrestle at Pro Wrestling Iron. He was trained by Big Ugly as well. Dropping some great elbows into the midsection here. 1, 2.
Nope. No avail.
He would become a tag team called the Iron Saints with Vito Tomaselli. They wrestled all across the United States for SPW, PWI, PWG, IWA Mid-South, and Juggalo Championship Wrestling, amongst others.
Ooh, just leg dropping those arms. Up.
La Magistral Cradle, 1, 2.
Wonderful cradle on behalf of El Cholo. I mean, El Flaco.
Holds him, and a kick from Sacramento Dragon. Lil Cholo, now the one feeling the effects of all these big moves, thanks to that trickery that led to his arm getting attacked by his own opponent. Roaring discus elbow.
Fighting his way out of the corner. Possibly going to look for a tag now that he's got some space. Oh no. It looks like he's going to take some frustration out on Sacramento Dragon. Burning hammer? Burning, oh no, like burning hammer into a knee.
A double stomp.
All right, Lil Cholo's going to stick around and make his point, obviously.
Jaw-jacking with the crowd now, but that gets Flaco Loco riled up. You're not going to help your partner if you can't get in the ring.
And you haven't been tagged, so you can't get in the ring. Lil Cholo knows this. Big Ugly is the legal man now for his team. Ooh, one arm spine buster.
Just
matter-of-factly.
Spine buster.
Just matter-of-factly planting Sacramento Dragon in the ring.
Now you might see Big Ugly and think, well, he's just a massive guy. He's probably going to be a brawler. He's actually, in addition to that, very technically sound. As you can see from that move right there.
Indian Deathlock. Oh, Indian Deathlock variation. Broken up by El Flaco.
Just can't take it at this point anymore. Big Ugly trained by Michael Modest, so you know if you're trained by someone like Michael Modest, you're going to have a sound ground game.
No doubt about that, Paul. Up. Nice clothesline. Big Ugly looks like he's taking it really easy with some of these standing power moves.
Big Ugly at this point, nowadays, is actually in the NorCal Wrestling Hall of Fame. He's wrestled for just about every promotion in Northern California. He worked in Oregon for Western Coast Wrestling Connection. He currently runs Pro Wrestling Alliance and is the head trainer at the Ugly Dojo in Sacramento.
How aptly named. Lil Cholo taking advantage of a referee whose back was turned, and the two of them taking a nice double team to Sacramento Dragon.
Ugly also has 2 children in the business, Bronson Bishop and Titus Alexander, up-and-coming talents in the indie scene.
Lil Cholo stomping, kicking Sacramento Dragon in the gut. Irish whip into the ropes.
Looks like he might have been going for a power slam, but instead
Some sort of inverted Hurricane Rana on behalf of Sacramento Dragon, like a body scissors Hurricane Rana.
Tried to bridge that pin, but it didn't look like he had the legs fully hooked.
Looks like he was going for another pin and didn't quite get that either.
For his troubles.
Lil Cholo is clearly in control in this match. Ooh, rolling senton.
Look like he might have caught him with a savate kick as well. Just really just hurting Sacramento Dragon. Dragon needs to get over and get the tag.
Desperately. But his energy is next to null. Look at the way he was just laying there a second ago. And now Cholo's got that headlock on, taking all that air, cutting off the blood circulation.
It's hard to catch your breath when somebody's got their arms around your throat, that's for sure. But he manages to elbow and power his way out. He goes to whip Cholo, but Cholo reverses and just a kick to the gut.
Causing a turnover onto the mat, going for the 3 count, but not quite. Sacramento Dragon still in the fight.
Lil Cholo does not appreciate the reffing count of the future El Hijo de Chupacabra.
He was going for another clothesline, but no!
Rolls
reversed into a DDT.
Both men are on the ground. Both men have taken quite a lot of punishment. We haven't seen too much of Big Ugly in this match, only a little bit, but we definitely have not seen a lot of a Flaco Loco.
Not nearly enough. And even though Big Ugly has spent a good chunk of his time on the ring apron, he still managed to make himself quite useful to his partner. Oh! And looks like we're about to get a reversal on situation with El Flaco and Big Ugly in the ring at the same time.
Flaco Loco, based on his size, you didn't think how he could clothesline Big Ugly as easily as he did, but he will surprise you. Rolls up, put a nice Hurricane Rana onto Lil Cholo. Both men are out of the ring, and that can spell danger.
Oh, we have Sacramento Dragon climbing the... Nope, not quite. No commitment there. Oh, nice dive. Knight launching his body off of that side of the ring and flying onto his opponent. Up. Sacramento Dragon's going up there. Sweet senton onto the outside.
Well, Flaco Loco looks like he's eyeing up Chase. Grabs her by the hair.
Uh-oh.
Don't do it, Flaco.
Uh-oh, no, don't.
Do it. Oh, no.
Sweet Christmas. What is that?
Don't know how appropriate that is. Gets rolled up for his troubles. He's got a handful of tights, and he gets the 3 count.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner.
Considering what El Flaco was just doing, I'm okay with this.
You know, when you take your eye off the ball here, and instead you turn your head away from your opponents, this is what's going to happen. You get rolled up, and Big Ugly, making sure to take the referee's positioning into account, held onto the tights. Unfortunately, Taylor could not see it, but and then she's just still punishing. My God.
Big Ugly has a point to make, and he is making it right now. And so does Lil Cholo.
Dragon's down on the ground. He's got Flaco Loco in his grip.
Underhook.
Wow.
Into some sort of deep impact.
It's like a spinning
Angel's
tiger
wings
driver.
drop. Sweet Christmas, that's incredible.
But someone's in the ring.
The cavalry has arrived.
Too little, too late in this case. The damage has been done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for checking out this latest match on Indy Handshake. My name is Paul Ponte.
And I'm Joaquin Xavier.
Please remember to check us out at indyhandshake.com. Indy Handshake on all social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Please like and subscribe, and we'll have another match for you next week. Thank you for checking us out.